Hey peeps, we are back. We're talking The Real Housewives of Orange County, Season 17, Episode 13. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. Okay peeps, I'm back. I am feeling a little bit better, so let's talk The Real Housewives of Orange County. So at the beginning of the episode, we see Shannon with Dr. Moon. And I said, Lord, must we endorse Dr. Moon every single season? It just feels like a waste of time and a waste of money. Anyway, it seems that Shannon has decided that she's going to go into business with Dr. Moon and she's going to start selling these home colonic machines. Yeah, I'm just not interested in, home colonics. I don't know, peeps. Get down in the comments. Would you guys be interested in purchasing a home do-it-yourself colonic machine from Shannon and Dr. Moon? Cause I wouldn't. No, I'm good. Then we go to Jen's house and we see Jen at home with her mom. She's making homemade cookies. She lets her mom know that she's, a busy kind of mom. She's got things going and she's never made homemade cookies before with her kids, but it's nice that her mom is there. She says that her mom's her best friend, and since her affair and divorce, her and her mom's relationship has had a bit of a strain. They've suffered a little bit of a setback and her mom has not come out to visit the way she usually does, but she's here in town now and she's going to have the opportunity to meet with Ryan. Me personally, I can just tell that her mom really loves Jen. She loves those kids, but she also really loves Will, Jen's ex, and she definitely believed that Will was a good person for Jen and those children, and she seems to be extremely happy that her daughter and the kids are doing well, but she's worried that this guy, Ryan, is not going to be good for her daughter and will possibly hurt her daughter in the end. She makes this comment that Will told her that the only reason why he married Jen is because he loved her so much. I guess she's a second mom for Will. I don't know. They go and they end up meeting with Ryan later in the episode, and he was wearing another one of those jean jacket combos that he seems to love. I don't love it. He needs a stylist. She says that her mom knows that Ryan is a cheater, and her mom asked her, do you think he's going to cheat on you? And she said no. And her mom says, well, do you have any concerns about it? And she says no, which, Jen, that's a lie, and you're lying to your mom, and you're clearly lying to yourself. There is no way that you couldn't possibly have concerns about this man cheating on you. Absolutely no way in hell. Him and the mom got along. The mom kept bringing up that Will wasn't a really good husband, a really good father. Jen throws back, well, he was a good father. She said, no, he was a great husband. Listen, Jen is drinking the Kool-Aid, and I don't think that her mom really is. I think that her mom was trying to be nice just to be nice, but I don't think that her mom really likes Ryan, and no one else likes Ryan, just Jen. And I think that sooner or later she's going to realize that she has made a mistake with Ryan. Then all the ladies get together to go to Heather's new HD party. She's got this new network called Heather Dubrow. It's going to be a life and style network, kind of like the Magnolia Network or something like that. And Jen and Tamara decide to ride together. Somehow, unplanned, they both ended up wearing the same lime green colored dresses to this party. Thank God the dresses were not the same, but the color was absolutely close to the same, and that was just a little weird. So of course, they get to the party and everything is absolutely classy. Everything says Heather Dubrow. We all know that one thing is for sure. Heather Dubrow is always going to throw an over-the-top, expensive, classy event, and this was no exception. She did the exact same thing she always does. She puts something together that's beautiful. Shannon sends a text last minute to Heather that she's not going to be able to make it. She doesn't feel well. But the truth is, I don't think that Shannon is sick. She knew she wasn't going to come. And I also don't think that Heather really gave a damn. I think that she acted as if she cared, but she didn't. My thing is, I think the only thing she cared about was her seating chart. Heather and Terry are staying at a hotel. She says that it's been really fun packing up the house. However, I'm sure it was really fun for you because you were telling people what to do the whole time. Everybody else that was actually doing the work and packing up the house, I don't think it was a good time for them. You know, Terry was doing a little dance, but you know what? I don't blame Terry. I would be dancing a jig to just find out that a wire for $55 million has just posted to my account. You damn right. Over at the DJ booth, instructed the man to hit that boom, 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 boom. I mean, I would have just been having the time of my life. That's like winning the lottery. Good times, good times. Emily, the rest of the girls, they show up, they see the grandeur, they see how beautiful it is. The tables are set up like a wedding. This place is beautiful, and the green-eyed monster is showing on all these ladies' faces. They hate that Heather is really a real housewife with real housewife money. They are jealous. Emily, Miss, I haven't had anything to eat today, but I'm going to throw back 8 cocktails. Come on, really? So then the ladies want to make fun of Heather having all those HDs everywhere. Oh my gosh, can she have too many HDs? Oh my God, they're everywhere. It's branded everywhere. Are you kidding me? What the hell? Do you think that when Oprah launched her network, she didn't have OWN everywhere? You think MTV is not everywhere? Viacom is not everywhere? You think the Magnolia Network is not everywhere? HDTV, it's not everywhere. It's a network event. Let's not be ridiculous. Emily is so drunk and just tacky at this event. Her behavior was so declassé. It was really bad. She making these stupid faces. She's got her food hanging out of her mouth. She was very, very embarrassing. This behavior is terrible. And for someone who is as grown as she is, for someone who has a law degree, for someone who is raising small children and you teach them how to behave out in public and at a damn dinner table, you would think that she would know better. Looking around at the rest of the people at the event, you could see the disgust on the other women and the other people's faces. They were just looking at this woman like, wow, she is extremely drunk and acting very inappropriate. And I appreciated that Gina leaned in and she said, this is extremely inappropriate right now. You're being a dick right now. Is something bothering you? And she says, well, yes, the Shannon comment is bothering me. She said Shannon said something bad about me, and then she wouldn't tell me what it was. I said, this is 2-year-old behavior. You are doing too damn much. This is something that you should have said to her at the time. This is something you could have said to her at a different time, a different event. This is not the time, nor is it the place for this behavior. Gina looks at her and she says, don't address this here. And I'm Team Heather. Heather leans over and she says she needs to just eat her food and shut the fuck up. I agree. Shut the fuck up. And I also agree with Heather when she makes this comment saying, I haven't had anything to eat and I've had all these drinks. That's an excuse for a child. You are too grown to be using this excuse. And all of the ladies do that. All of the ladies use that same excuse. Oh, I just had way too much to drink. Oh my goodness. No, you're an adult. Act like one. I'm just saying, you know, the last couple episodes I've been Team Emily, but not this time. Emily, come on now. This was not your brightest moment. You were really looking like a complete clown. You were doing your absolute best to embarrass Heather or take away some of her shine at her own event. You looked crazy. To be honest, I'm the type of person that I would have said, okay, Emily, can we talk for a second? And I would have pulled her over to the side and directed her and a member of security to carry her ass to an Uber and get her on home. You can't be here anymore. You are not about to cause a scene at my event. Hammer was critiquing and criticizing her luncheon. Why? You're jealous because she's rich? You're jealous because she has a network, she has a podcast, she has several books, she's got a line of champagne, and you've got Teddy Mellencamp, that raggedy ass husband? Is that what it is? Stop getting on Heather for no reason. Heather makes this comment and she says, don't poke holes in other people's boats because it definitely won't make your boat float. And she is absolutely right. It is not going to make your boat float. And I agree with her when she tells Terry, no, I didn't tell the girls about the sale of the house, because if I just tell them anything good that's happening in my life, then all of a sudden they say that I'm pretentious, I'm a snob. They don't support me. And that's the truth. I mean, remember when...
I was in the middle of packing 2 children for college, and I took time out of my day to go over there.
That kind of sounds condescending.
Yeah, it does. When you talk about your life and you talk about the things that you have going on, it comes across like you're better than everyone else and that your life is more important.
That's not how I mean it.
Remember that? All she said was she was packing her kids up for college. All of a sudden, she's pretentious. She thinks she's better than them. She cannot tell them anything without them judging her. Like she said, she's damned if she does, she's damned if she doesn't. Them dancing around in the house for the last time, I thought that was beautiful. One thing is for sure, that first house that they showed Heather and Terry build, they sold that house when somebody offered them, what was it, $22 million for it? And then they built this house, and then somebody offers them $55 million for it. One thing is for damn sure, Heather Dubrow knows how to put together a house. She knows how to design a home, and she is great when it comes to lifestyle brand. So it's good for her to have her own network. When Tamara calls Shannon, I feel like that was put up by the producers to tell her how Emily was acting a fool. Then Shannon swears that Heather called her. She was reprimanding me for, she probably was telling Shannon, hey, I wish you would have responded to my text earlier. Why did you wait, 20 minutes before the event to tell me you weren't coming? Shannon knows that that's not okay. That's not proper etiquette. But, Luann says it best. Money can't buy you class. Elegance is learned, and it is clear. These girls are simply not classy women, period. Honey, listen, when they found out about the $55 million house sale.
I mean, am I jealous? Yeah.
Did you see that Heather sold her house?
55 million? Did you see that article I sent you?
It's everywhere.
Wow. She didn't say anything.
You would think that she would have just said, hey guys, that this came up.
Surely she knows word travels fast in this town, so I don't know why she wouldn't say anything.
I feel like I'm your friend, but I'm finding out things from news articles.
Holy
Honey, did you see the jealousy? Did you see the jealousy? They were bitter. The look on Tamara's face was, oh man. The look on her face told me she's thinking in the back of her mind, I am never going to be as rich as Heather Dubrow. Period. It's not going to happen. Oh, they was jealous. They were jealous. The green eyes of envy was glaring. And what happened? Same thing Heather said. I'm damned if I do. I'm damned if I don't. She didn't tell them, and all of a sudden, well, if we're supposed to be her friends, I don't know why she didn't tell us. We supposed to be her friends. She could have told us. I don't understand why she wouldn't tell us. Why would she? Why would she tell you, ladies? You are never happy for her. You are never excited for her. You don't share in any of the good things. She's always stuck up and pretentious. Why would she tell them? And you share everything. You tell everybody's business. There's no way that if she would have shared this information with these girls that they wouldn't have taken it back to the blogs. They absolutely would have. So then they decide that they're going to go to Mexico. And I said, you know what? Did these group get a discount for going to Mexico? Because they always go to Mexico. They rarely go anywhere else. And I sat there thinking, where else do they go besides Mexico? And I remember one time they either went to Ireland or Scotland. Then they went to New Zealand, I think. But most of the time, they're always in Mexico. I mean, peeps, get down in the comments and let me know. Did they go anywhere else other than the places that I just mentioned? Why are they always in Mexico? So they go to this beautiful resort. Wow, this place was gorgeous. And they get 3 suites. So the girls end up having to share rooms. And it seems like Heather said, it's like the childhood basketball game where no one wants to be the last one picked. But anyway, Heather was the last one. And she ends up sharing a room, I guess, with Emily and Gina, which seemed a bit weird. The place was beautiful. The rooms were gorgeous. They called them junior suites, and I don't understand. There was nothing junior about those suites. They were gorgeous. And the drinks in the little bird glasses, I thought those were really cute. This hotel resort pulled out all the stops. They had this beautiful dinner on the beach. It was gorgeous. And all the ladies just sitting at the table silent, with the shine of the green eyes just going around the table. They want to know about this $55 million. You know, Heather starts out by telling them the reason she didn't tell them at first was because they signed an NDA. That should explain it to them. It should be comfortable moving forward, but it wasn't. It wasn't. You know, she lets them know that she was excited about it, but she didn't really want to tell everybody because she didn't want them thinking that she was being braggadocious. And they're all sitting there as if they're shocked. They can't believe that she feels this way. What do you mean you're shocked and you can't believe she feels this way? Gina says, well, Heather and I are friends, and you would think that she would come and talk to me about this. Girl, bye. Get the hell on out of here. So it also proved what she said. She's damned if she does. She's damned if she doesn't. You know, I'm sorry. Emily was acting a fool at this dinner too. Her behavior, trying to explain her behavior at this HD event was disgusting. At this moment, I was sitting there looking at the TV thinking, Emily, this is the time that you should be apologizing to Heather for your behavior and explaining to her that you definitely had too much to drink and you didn't mean to make a spectacle out of yourself at her event. But instead, you tried to keep acting as if you were in the right somehow. And you looked like a clown yet again, in my opinion. And the thing about it is Emily, you kept coming back with that. You're angry with Heather because she told you that somebody else was talking about you, Shannon, and she wouldn't tell you about it. Why aren't you more angry at Shannon, who allegedly was talking about you? Why didn't you just go to Shannon and have the conversation? You're just making up arguments. Every time Emily came up with some kind of smart-mouthed comment, Heather came back and cleared Emily. Every time. You know, I can't wait for this reunion. I know that they filmed it the other day, and I really hope that Heather is vindicated, and I hope that last season's Heather shows up for this reunion, and I hope that she goes after Emily, Tamara, and Shannon hard. Emily kept trying to say that she was just cracking jokes. No, ma'am, you weren't cracking jokes. You were being rude. Gina saw it. She brought it up. And Heather was in her right for telling Emily that you're a real dick. And then not only that, on Watch What Happens Live.
What was your reaction to hearing Gina say she thought Heather said Tamra, not Shannon at BravoCon?
You know, I realized I messed that up, and I think I heard wah 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 said something bad about you at BravoCon, and I just put Shannon in there.
Well, there you go. She admitted it. Heather didn't say that. You just threw Shannon in the mix, and that is not what Heather said. You owe her an apology. You know, when she said that she thought she'd be judged by them, they said they were sorry that she felt that way. And they don't know why that she would feel that way. But when Emily started screaming at her and yelling at her, calling her self-centered, calling her pretentious, calling her egocentric, not one of those women, including Gina, said, Emily, stop it. That's not true. Or stop doing this to her. It's not fair. She just told us why she didn't tell us. This is why. Nobody stood up for her. Shannon is screaming and trying to tell her, well, you chastised me for not sharing my relationship, but you didn't want to share about selling this house. No, ma'am. That was Emily that chastised you. Multiple times on camera, we've seen Heather say that she doesn't blame you for not sharing your information on camera. So yet again, you're taking this out on Heather, and it's really Emily. Listen, I'm sick of these girls. I'm glad that this is almost over. I can't wait to see this reunion. I did see a clip from the reunion, and it looks like Tamara's son Ryan was there. Why is Ryan there? Why is Bravo allowing him to be a part of this show? I'm surprised by that. Anyway, peeps, get down in the comments to let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.